Hello, thank you for joining me today at Follow the Turtle, Educate Yourself. Today, our topic is going to be about water and our brain. I'm going to begin by reading you a quote from a doctor that did a study on water and the brain. He said, his name is Harris Lieberman, PhD, quote, "Thirst is not the best measure of hydration, so a decrease in your ability to focus is an early warning sign that it's time to drink up." So we can know that we need to drink water by the way we feel in our brains. So what is water? Why is it so important to us? It is important because our brains are made up of 75 to 85% water. And because of that, water plays a very important part in our overall health. Our brains do not have a way to store water, so it's very important that we provide water for our brain. And I'm going to tell you 5 reasons to keep your brain hydrated. The first one is somewhat of an anatomy lesson. It is to tell you that the brain water supply helps the neurons fire faster in your brain. And neurons are part of our nervous system. So it's like the pathway of a highway leading to other roads. And so for us to get to those other roads like we need to, then we need to supply our brains with water. This water helps these neurons that are communicating fast, helps them go all over the body to different areas of the brain. And so water is actually like the car on the highway that is getting something to a place that it needs to be. The second reason we need to have water for our brains is that it can improve our moods and our feelings. So we all want to feel good, so water can help us that way. Water properly hydrates our body. It helps us think and concentrate and think quickly. It can help us to think faster. Number 4, when you're dehydrated, you're more likely to get a headache and feel tired. And we don't want headaches and we don't want to feel tired. We want to feel on top of our game. So we need to be drinking water. Dehydration can have a negative impact on short-term memory and mental tasks that may seem harder, such as thinking about doing a therapy or thinking about doing a crossword puzzle, some mental activity like that. So you see, water is very important to our brains. And now I'm going to tell you some ways to get water other than drinking a glass of water. You can eat fruits that are densely filled with water, such as watermelon, cucumbers, tomatoes, celery, grapes, and oranges. And these do not have a lot of calories, so you don't have to worry about getting fat off eating these things. So So now we're going to kind of review what I have said already. You might know that you're dehydrated if you feel grumpy or tired, if you have dry skin and it feels itchy and just real dry. You might feel hot. I have felt hot in the head, and it's just really seems like a consuming feeling that just really does not feel good at all. You can have a lack of water by looking at your urine. If it's dark and orangey gold, or it smells like ammonia, then that might tell you that you're dehydrated. So another thing that might tell you you're dehydrated, and I thought this was an interesting observation, and that is when you wake up in the morning, you know how you might have that chalky, dry mouth feeling and your lips are parched? Well, you have to know that typically a sleep cycle for us is from 8 to 10 hours. And during that cycle, we are not drinking water, but we are breathing and moisture is coming out through our breath, and we are perspiring to keep our bodies cool. So we may wake up feeling that way, and it could explain the dry mouth and maybe the grumpy feeling. So we really need to start early in drinking our water. And the first glass of water could be when you get up in the morning. And some people like it hot, some people like it cold. So it really depends on each person, how much water you drink and when you get started. But that first glass may set your day for you. So what I was trying to say there is don't wait till 1 hour before you go to bed to start trying to drink all the water you're supposed to have for your brain. Personally, I don't think your brain's going to let you do that. But just in case, start early. Another way you can have plenty of water is to keep a bottle of water or a glass of water with you or near you during the day. If you start to feel sluggish or lack concentration at some activity, grab your glass of water, and that will help you kind of get back into feeling better. I wanted to read a quote to you to finish this, and it seemed very appropriate, and it's by Mother Teresa, and I believe she was a missionary in India. And what she said is this: be faithful in small things, drinking water, because it is in them that your strength lies. So this is a real simple way to help your brain feel better and you feel better and more in control. The Brain Injury Association has one telephone number where you can reach all our offices. It is 1-919-833-9634. You can also reach us at www.bianc.net. At our website, you will find a plethora of information, statewide, local support groups, virtual support groups, conferences coming up. We are having a virtual camp this year, and registration is open for that. And I'd like to invite you to join that because we're going to be taking a tour of a national park. So with that, I'm going to close and hope you have a great day. And thank you for joining me. And I hope to see you soon. Have a great day. Bye-bye.